As a parent, risk of cancer is a topic that is not to be taken lightly. Although a lot of research has been done to identify the potential carcinogens in foods, it's difficult to know what food groups to avoid and what foods are safe. According to the American Cancer Society, or ACS, almost half of all cancers can be prevented by avoiding tobacco and other tobacco smoke products, being physically active daily, and eating a healthy diet with a low intake of processed meat and refined carbohydrates. For those who already have cancer and are at risk for developing other types of cancers or diseases because of poor diet habits, we recommend limiting processed meats, excess sugar, and refined carbohydrates from your diet. If you are a parent who is concerned about the effects of cancer on your child, here are the potential cancer-causing foods to cut down in your child's diet. 1. Red meat. If you're a parent worrying over their children's health, consider cutting down red meat from their diet. When meats are cooked at high temperature or grilled, amino acids in the meats react with the high temperature. It then produces carcinogenic compounds called heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Those have been linked with cancer risks. Cuts of red meat also contain more saturated fat than chicken and fish. That's why you'll want to avoid the processed meats like hot dogs and sausages. While there are some cases where red meat is an excellent source of protein, for example, in low-carb diets, you'll want to cut down on it if you're worried about your child's health. Instead, get more fruits and vegetables, as they are good at preventing esophageal cancer, cervical cancer, and even lower risk of prostate cancer. 2. Alcohol. Alcohol is a carcinogen. It can cause several different types of cancer, such as breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, liver cancer, and even lung cancer in humans who don't smoke. These kinds of cancer are common in alcoholic men and women. High alcohol consumption is a habit which has to be stopped. It can be an important step in the fight against cancer. While your children are probably too young to even drink alcohol, it is best to make them understand the harmful effects of drinking alcohol. For now, you can introduce them to healthier drinks, such as herbal teas instead of alcoholic drinks. 3. Sugar. Sugar is highly addictive and can cause blood sugar imbalances, which can lead to diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. High sugar intake has also been associated with the development of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and prostate, ovarian, and breast cancers. Sugary drinks may also contribute to weight gain. Weight gain itself increases the risk of developing obesity-related diseases like heart disease and diabetes. These diseases are also associated with many forms of cancer. They include as breast cancer, colorectal cancer, endometrial cancer, pancreatic cancer, and others. To fight against sugar craving, make sure your children have an active physical activity routine and healthy food options. 4. Processed foods. Processed foods can contain carcinogens such as nitrates and nitrites, which can be found in meats like hot dogs, bacon and deli meats, and in some cured meats like ham and sausage. These foods are high in sodium, sugar, and saturated fats. They can increase the risk of developing obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. You should also limit your child's intake of fast food and junk food. After all, these foods are usually high in sodium, fat, and sugar. The best way to reduce the amount of processed foods that your child eats is by giving them a home-cooked meal once a week. Also, don't forget to provide them fresh fruits and vegetables at least 3 times a week. The best way to reduce the risk of cancer in your child is by avoiding processed meats, sugar, and alcohol. In addition, if you are concerned about your child's diet, limit the amount of processed foods they eat, especially if you live in a major metropolitan area. If your child has a history of allergies, there are certain foods you should avoid altogether. As a parent, it's important to learn as much as possible about what foods can increase your child's risk for cancer and the best ways to reduce this risk. This video has provided some useful information about the healthy lifestyle choices that can help protect your child from developing cancer. The Mindful Parent has more tips for parents on how to help their children live a cancer-free life. Check it out to learn more. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get notified about our latest content. Thanks for watching.